The more things change, the more they stay the same. Becky Lynch is your new Women's World Championship holder of the vacant title. We're going to talk about it, how everyone feels about it, and who's next in line for that title. But before we get there, what's up, people? It's your boy Mex, the WrestleManiac, if you will, back again with another episode of the E. And I'm alongside my co-host, Anafi.
Anafi. What else can I say? Enough E. You see, enough E. Enough E. But yeah, right. What can I say? There's having a solid prediction and there's having a result that you're like, it makes sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, bro.
It's obviously we've got here by unforeseen or circumstances that we don't want, in terms of seeing Rhea Ripley get injured, have to vacate the title. However, they've kind of rushed, in my opinion, to the point of wanting to crown a new champion with, you got pay-per-views coming up soon. You've got drafts coming up soon, which we're going to talk about later today. But they've went ahead the following week. They've crowned the champion via a battle royal. Firstly, what was your opinion on this choice to kind of hastily get another champion in as soon as possible?
The thing is, I knew it. As soon as I saw the titles being vacated, I was like, battle royal. I knew it was going to be a battle royal. I wasn't mad at first because I was like, you know what? It's what WWE have done in the past. Where like if someone vacates a title, to give a battle royal. But a tournament would have been sick. I'm picturing stuff like a 2-week tournament leading up to the final at Paris, at Leon Backlash. That would be sick. But like I said, the result here is what kind of like made sense for what they've got here, innit? It was the easiest option, and I think her winning the battle royal. Don't know. I was a bit like I don't know. You told me, because I thought like the way people get eliminated in the battle royal, I was a bit like,
Yeah, the battle royal. The thing is with the battle royal, it wasn't particularly interesting because we know that there are literally 3 people in this whole 18-person field that should actually win. We know no one else is really gonna win, so it's one of them ones where you're not like overly invested because the field doesn't make you think, oh, this person can come out and win and this person can come out and win. And even then, with the 3 people that we know it's really between, are we overly invested in any of those 3? Do we want to see Becky Lynch become champion again? Do we necessarily want to see Nia Jax win? Do we necessarily want to see Liv Morgan win? So I think that was the issue with it. And yeah, you could have done a tournament, a women's tournament. This, for me, I said, at the end of May, we've got a whole Queen of the Ring pay-per-view, King and Queen of the Ring. Now, I know that the end of May is a pretty long time. To be fair, it's about a month from now. Like, that should have been it, because, bro, let's be completely honest. What does Queen of the Ring mean?
That's the thing. So I'm guessing now Triple H being in charge, a former King of the Ring winner, he's probably going to do a thing where it's like, if you now win the King, I don't know how it was, but I forgot how it was in the past. I'm like, I can't go far back. It
didn't mean nothing.
But it didn't mean nothing, right? You just win the King of the Ring, you move on. But hopefully it's a thing where it's like, these guys will now win the King of the Ring and then now get a title shot at a specific belt. And this is when you can bring in a Gunther winning the King of the Ring, or you bring in a Nia Jax winning the King of the Ring, or even just like, because at the moment, the women's division they didn't really speak about it too tough on Raw. We only had the men's that, like, we had Drew McIntyre, we had Gunther saying, oh, I'm going to be the king, I'm going to be the champion of the King of the Ring, or even Xavier Woods saying they're going to be champion of the King of the Ring. So I think as probably by Friday, when we get the first, the draft and stuff, we'll probably get a little piping up about that from the SmackDown women's wrestlers. But King of the Ring should mean something, I believe, man. And this could have definitely built up to that.
Yeah, it definitely should. King and Queen of the Ring. Because Queen of the Ring has like basically no lineage. I think Zelina Vega was the first ever Queen of the Ring, and that was maybe 2 years ago or so that they've done that. it's pretty much like, well, why don't we have a tournament and the final happens in Saudi, and that person, that woman, becomes queen of the ring and the world champion.
Yeah.
Like, just for
Give
one
them
year,
both. Yeah.
give it both. Like that year that they sent Ric Flair into the Rumble and he won the WWE Championship in the Rumble, or when Roman Reigns 2015 or 16
Yeah.
he had to defend the World Championship in the Rumble. Like,
Yeah.
you can use these matches and these tournaments to kind of just change things a tad as to how you usually do it and add more intrigue. So for me, it was a through ball. It was an
Yeah.
absolute through ball, and they chose not to use it. So it's whatever. We've had the battle royal. I think it got decent once we knew the pretenders were out of it and the big guns were left. We saw a couple table spots and that. But yeah, Becky Lynch, women's world champion. How did you feel about that being the outcome?
Bro, I already stressed my thoughts last week about who should win, who should be crowned as new champion. But when I woke up today and I saw the result, I was like, do you know what? I don't mind it, and two, it makes sense. I think it makes sense because obviously Becky Lynch is obviously. Can I say can we slide? Okay, obviously other than Natalia and Charlotte Flair, yeah, she's she's like one of the locker room sort of like not leaders, but she's there to like,
Oh,
I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? She's a
100%.
veteran. She's a vet, slightly a vet.
Yeah,
The boy is that.
yeah.
Slightly a vet. And she's a seasonal champion as well. She's won a lot in the company, and like you said in the Discord, bro, she's the women's John Moxley.
100.
Slightly. She's the reliable one. I hate the word reliable, but she's a reliable one. She's the savior. She's the one that comes and just helps the division move along. I see a lot of people complain online saying that how she took the opportunity from a younger talent and whatnot. But I can't lie, this is not the time for the younger talent. This is time to put the belt on someone that Triple H can trust, and Becky's someone that they can trust. So I didn't mind it. I would have loved if Nia Jax won it and we went on a crazy sort of like Nia Jax and Becky Lynch thing again, and they finish off properly. But I think we're now gonna get a thing between Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, and Becky Lynch at Paris. I keep saying Paris, at Lyon in France. But yeah, I didn't mind it, man. What about you?
Yeah, for me, it wasn't my first choice, but I completely get, like you're saying, why they chose to do it. Like, I think it's a thing where, for me, this person is gonna be a transitional champion anyway. So Nia Jax would have been a good choice. Give her a title run, because she does deserve, something. She's been doing some good work since she came back into the company late 2023. If it's not gonna be Nia Jax, then yeah, I probably would have said Becky Lynch is the answer. Yeah. And the minute Nia Jax got thrown out, I was 100% behind Becky Lynch, because I was not trying to see Liv Morgan as champion. And one thing I wanna say is that I don't understand how people are clamoring. Like, Liv Morgan, I don't know what people generally think of her. Right now, I don't have an opinion on her. I think, like, obviously she works hard. I think that's for sure. She works hard, but I don't know if I like her. I'm definitely not like overly invested in her like most people. But for me, I'm watching the likes of Chad Gable, who we're going to talk about shortly, and it's like, how can't you see that Chad Gable and what they're doing with Chad Gable? Chad Gable didn't win the Intercontinental title, but look how much better off he is because he didn't win it.
Yeah.
And they're slowly building him, and they're slowly giving him a story and all of this kind of stuff. And I just can't see how fans can't see that this is better for her. All of this adversity she's facing. And, the last 2 Royal Rumbles, if I'm correct, she was the last person eliminated.
Yeah.
It was her and Rhea, and who won Royal Rumble this past year? Her and Bayley.
Bayley, yeah. Her and Bayley were the last.
Yeah, those are the last 2 Royal Rumbles, women's Royal Rumbles. She's now the last person in this battle royal.
Oh, yeah.
There's clearly something that they're kind of cooking here. Like, she is the nearly person. Like, and she declared, I'm going on the Liv Morgan revenge tour. So why is she going to win the title today and then there's no more revenge tour? I've bought tickets. I'm trying to see the revenge tour.
Sure. Yeah, I'm trying to see it long-winded film. I don't want the film to be 30 minutes. I want the film to be 2 hours.
Fam,
We're
you
not
have
here
to
for the 20
go
minute film.
from city to city to state to
Yeah,
state. You
yeah.
said you're doing revenge tour,
So, yeah.
so we can't start declaring revenge tour, make merch for it, and now the revenge tour ends because she won the
Ends.
title a week later. Like, so yeah, I think
That's a
people aren't
that's a
being
perfect way to put it,
flipped.
bro. I can't lie. This guy's good with his words. Vex is good with his words. That's a perfect way to put it. I never actually looked at it like that, but yeah, once you see it, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, there's a
Crazy
lot
for that.
still to for her to develop on, and I'm literally looking at Chad Gable and just thinking, how can't you want her to be built in a
Like
similar
that.
way? Look how
Yeah.
good Chad Gable looks,
He's on his
but
revenge tour as well. Crazily. He's on his revenge tour as
literally,
well. Yeah.
literally, he
We
just
saw what
hasn't
he done.
branded it.
Yeah,
But
he hasn't branded it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, big up everyone watching live. Jimmy says Nia and Liv probably lack the star power to elevate the division around them. Becky has that power. I mean, yes, that's definitely true. With Nia, yeah, maybe it's just because Nia's a heel, and if they want Liv to
Yeah.
be next, then yeah, it's gonna be like heel versus heel sort of thing. So Becky's like a baby face for Liv to overcome. But yeah, I think Becky's a good option. I don't
For
think that's
sure.
a bad choice at all.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that.
I think the last thing I'll say on this is that I think that Liv needs to be champion by the time Rhea comes back.
Yes. 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 And I think Rhea should come back at SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam should be the PLE for returns. We've spoken about Roman Reigns. We need Rhea and Roman Reigns back at SummerSlam. Both of them come back at SummerSlam. I don't know how Rhea's gonna win it, but yeah, I'm not Rhea. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how Rhea's gonna win it, but I don't even know how I don't even know how Liv's gonna get it.
I mean, I don't even, if you really built up Rhea, I don't even necessarily feel she needs to come back and win it immediately.
No,
Like, if she comes back and win it immediately, all that tells me is that the Liv project has failed.
yeah.
Like, so if you are doing a thing where, yeah, she's going to Liv Morgan's going to be champion, then Rhea Ripley comes back. Ultimately, she should, if Rhea goes straight for Liv, that is, she should beat her. Liv should beat her.
It should be
Find a way and beat her. Otherwise, all the work you've done counts for nothing.
Or even just, I don't think, you know what it is? I think even if it's a thing where Rhea returns and she just has a face off in the ring and they're back to scrapping after they get pulled back, I don't mind that. But I think Rhea goes straight into the match and just, I don't know, yeah. Leave that for another pay-per-view.
I wouldn't put Rhea to fight Liv Morgan on SummerSlam per se.
Yeah.
SummerSlam's what, August? So that's
August,
4 months from now, which is, she should be good and ready to come back. But in that kind of environment, all I'm going to do is send Rhea out there. Let Liv Morgan have a title defense. She's celebrating. This is my brutality.
Ricky Rah, Ricky Rah.
The pop happens. We get a face-to-face. Done. I wouldn't even do too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you want to kind of sell that match, build it up as best as possible. So yeah, I think Liv winning is the eventual direction. I just think they've done the right thing in terms of not putting a title on her now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely not buying into the whole what's the word, Hulk Hogan allegations about Becky Lynch.
Oh no! It's not that. It's not that. Look, people need to understand, because it took me a while to understand how booking your stars work. If one person is down, for example, guess what is this year? It's football, right? Where all of us are football fans, hopefully. You've got a star boy on the bench, yeah. You've got, for example, you've got Michael Owen on the bench, but you normally play Van Nistelrooy up front. You know Van Nistelrooy's got to bang you goals. Van Nistelrooy gets injured. Are you going to go to your youth team and grab a player if you've got Michael Owen on the bench? You're going to pull Michael Owen in that position, and he's going to play that position. So, guys, just be smart here. It's the same thing as basketball. I don't know, LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I don't know. You make the summary in your head. You understand what I'm talking about?
No, it's true. If the young players aren't ready, then and this is the issue. This was the issue with Rhea's reign. That it's like you've built up Rhea so powerful that who are we believing? That's why we laughed when they gave her Zelina Vega. Okay, Puerto Rico
Yeah,
tax backlash,
yeah.
but we laughed because we know she's not winning. Natalia had 2 bites of the cherry when it comes to Rhea Ripley.
And she lost.
Didn't win because she's
Yeah,
not powered up enough. Like,
yeah,
so as we're kind of having a champion and building a champion, we've got to be building contenders as well.
yeah, yeah.
Like, we've got to be building contenders, and
And it's also time as well. A lot of people need to have like let time do his magic as well. For
yeah,
example, I know a lot of people complain online. I think they said, I think it was more Liv or I don't know, someone else that's young or a different face. But it's like, let's be honest here. At the moment, there's still time between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley losing that match. Do you get what I mean? And slightly still time between Becky Lynch and Nia Jax losing that match, Nia Jax match. So it 100% makes sense. And like I said, it's the best option, man.
I'm telling you now, if I had like a gun to my head, God forbid, and someone said out of Tiffany Stratton and Liv Morgan, you have to make one of these women world heavyweight champion, I'm giving it to Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, really?
I'm over at Liv Morgan right now, 100%. I'm giving it to
okay,
Tiffany
right,
Stratton.
okay, right now, yeah. Okay,
I think the bigger issue for Liv Morgan is that we have seen a title run with her in a very similar scenario. Like, you know, when she became champion, she had a Money in the Bank briefcase. She cashed in against Ronda Rousey, and the title run was very underwhelming because she didn't have a character. Like, I can do this all day, bruv. Watch me. It's not a character.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Liv Morgan. Watch me.
I'm crazy.
It's not a character, bro.
Yeah, it's not,
like, because you have a catchphrase, you're not developed. It's not a character. Like, you just can't expect these things. And I know it's WWE and they're not like super hot on that kind of stuff per se, but like, yeah, it's not enough. Tiffany Stratton has a character, or more so a character than at least Liv Morgan. So I'm here for the development of Liv Morgan. I want to see that, but yeah, don't give it a title.
Yeah, like you said, it's time. Like you said, it's time. A lot of people have their time. Like we've seen on SmackDown with what Tiffany Stratton done to both. So I've got thumbs up. Both Naomi and Bailey. Like she shows that she can actually be amongst these people. But I don't know. There's something about Liv that is also lacking for me, and I don't know what to put my finger. I don't know what it is. I'm just
the development's coming. I think the development is literally on its way, and maybe in about 2 to 3 months' time, we're going to be very impressed with what we're seeing out of Liv.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's what. Let's get there first, innit? We don't need the title to push her all the way there. But yeah, let's turn our attention to the other title on Raw, top title on Raw. Damian Priest. He met Jey Uso in the ring because Jey Uso came out early on in Raw to kind of say, you know, why he deserves to be champion and prove his credentials. And Priest came out and told some type of story that, you know, we used to be cool. We celebrated. We said we're up next. The truth is I was up next, this, that, and the other. A lot of talk, especially in our Discord today, around Priest, Jey Uso, Jey Uso, and if you know if we're feeling it, or the exact words that are being said is, "Are we eating this?" What's your take on Priest and Jey Uso?
I liked the promo between both of them. I thought the promo was what's the word I'm looking for? It was funny. I think Jay stuff was funny. He had a bit of, I think he had a reference to Friday when he mentioned Rhea Ripley. He said, "How is he?" That was funny. Yeah. But am I eating this? Of course I am. I've told you.
He had a good line as well around when Priest said, when we were out getting drunk and stuff, and he said, "Oh, I took Uber."
Yeah, I took Uber. Yeah, he took Uber. Yeah,
because of all of his driving offenses.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't even clock that. See, there you go. Like
all of his DUIs.
DUIs. Yeah. That's hilarious. But yeah, like I thought the segment was cool. With Jey Uso, I've always been a big fan of Jey Uso, to the point where I wanted Jey Uso to even defeat Roman Reigns at it SummerSlam.
So what a mistake that would have been.
It would have been a big mistake, but I would have been here for it. I'm sorry to say, I would have been here for it at the time.
Here for the moment.
Yeah, for the moment. I'm a moment guy. I'm sorry, but yeah, I am eating this up. But the only thing is this: I feel like a lot of people are like kind of not shitting on Priest's reign so far, but they're not really fond of it. And my only issue is that no one comes out. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Be honest with me. Tell me if I'm trying shit. Anyone in the comments as well. No one wins the title and comes off and they go mad hot. Even Cody's at the moment. Cody's still cooking. Cody's doing his bits, but no one comes out of winning the title and goes straight in and it's like, yeah, blah blah blah. Obviously, people want to see them, but no one actually counts their reign from when they've just won it a month into it. It's how long it is. It's what it's the matches they've had.
Yeah, that's when we start looking at someone's reign. You're right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can set it up correctly. So even Cody's reign, I would say, yeah, this isn't how I envision someone as hot as Cody to kind of start off his reign. Like what I always kind of advocated, it's not to say like my idea is better or anything like that. Like I liked the tournament. I like they're doing that kind of sports presentation and people having to earn their right to have their go at the champion. But again, I think they could have facilitated that. They could have given someone the opportunity straight off, and then used King of the Ring to give a King of the Ring winner, and then that person is the number one contender for Cody.
Yeah.
I think, and I always said his first opponent should have been Randy Orton. Like, let's get into that legacy storyline immediately. Randy Orton is probably the biggest name on the roster that Cody can face and Cody can win. Like Randy Orton can take a loss to Cody, right?
Yeah.
There's a story there. Randy Orton even came out to congratulate Cody.
Yeah, that could have been the first. Yeah, that could have been the first. Yeah.
That should have been it. And then the next night, on SmackDown or whatever, he comes out and still does it again, hits him with an RKO.
Yeah.
Like, I'm next, bitch, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that's it. We're off to the races. Like, but they've chosen to do the number one contendership. I think it's going to heat up this week once we have AJ Styles and what's his face, Cody have their first interaction. Yeah. When they have their first interaction, I think it's going to get interesting and the match is going to be good. But this going back to Priest and James, what's his people's names? Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. Yeah, Jey Uso.
Going back to them, it's the same. Like Priest, I think should have had someone bigger in stature. Like, why is Drew McIntyre not like on the Priest for cashing in on him?
Yeah, because Drew, that's the thing. Right. Drew, they're still trying to work on the CM Punk story. CM Punk's not gonna CM Punk hasn't been on TV since.
They could still do that in the background, though.
Yeah, they can. You're right. They can still do that. But he did obviously. Sheamus did mention that on Raw that obviously like you fumbled an opportunity, blah blah blah. But you're right. Drew's focus should be. I need to get back on flipping Damian Priest. He fucked this up for me. My big moment. In front of my wife, in front of my brother. I need to get back to. So they need to somehow circle back to that. Maybe at Backlash or I don't know. But you're right. Like Drew should be his first. Drew should be his first. His first obstacle.
Yeah, I think for both it should be bigger. I think Drew is going to still become champion within the next. Where are we? April.
Scotland.
I think Scotland. 2 months or so. Yeah, Drew's winning the title, I reckon. But he can still be in and around the picture now, basically.
Yeah.
So I think. I mean, Jey Uso is good to have that exposure to that world title sort of thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose. I think that's the right thing to do. He shouldn't win it. But I think he needs to go for more of like a United States title first and build up his singles credential before, the energy is mad, bro. Like the way now that he just runs to the ring when he walks, makes his entrance, he runs to the ring, jumps on the turnbuckle, starts doing this. The place goes crazy.
Even I don't know if you've clocked his theme song, oh, bro, they made it loud. They made it louder, they re-recorded. They made it louder, bro. No song. Bro, the song hits like everything. Just like he's got what's the word? He's got charisma, and I'm sure he's been watching The Rock a lot. He's got charisma. It's just a case of just setting him up as the main event Jey Uso, what his name is. You know what I mean? So, like you said, put him in the USA title picture. Who's the USA title? Who's the champion now? What you say?
Logan Paul, but obviously
Yeah,
they'll do a what do you call this thing? A draft.
draft him.
Maybe move around. But yeah, I think he should win. If they want him to really be main event, want him to be a believable challenger for a world title, immediately putting the US title on him. And then
Yeah,
we go from there. And if he's got the credentials from the US title picture, then yeah, then we can kind of turn him into that world champion, maybe.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we'll
But
see how we get on with Priest and
we
Jimmy and
appreciate Jimmy.
what's his name? Jay
Jimmy
Uso.
Uso, yeah. Even you got me saying Jimmy, bro.
I
Oh, yeah,
don't know
we'll
why
say it, go on.
Jimmy is there, but yeah. Um, let's chat about Chad Gable.
Let's talk about it. Let's get there. Let's get there.
He's come out on Raw. He brought the whole Alpha Academy with him. He's justifying obviously the reason why he's turned on Sammy, which is what we knew. You know, he lost, and ultimately he feels that that was his title, that was his opportunity. He trained Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn rubbed it in his face by embracing his wife after the match. And now he done a whole kind of spiel as to, right, Tozawa, all you do is lose.
Yeah.
Maxine, pretty as a princess, but you're a loser. I can't teach you anything.
You got
And
what's it? You're dumb as rocks. Yeah, you said you're dumb as rocks. Yeah.
And then Otis, he said, "What, you were my number one guy." He basically, I think he said something like, "You're the biggest disappointment of them all," or something to that effect.
Yeah.
He didn't banish these men from Alpha Academy or kick them out or anything.
This is
like
what I
that.
wanted. This is what I wanted. But when I saw them line up, I thought man was gonna say, "Listen, you man are all dances. I can't be seen with you guys. I'm on to bigger things."
One by one, expel them from the school.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I think maybe in due time we see that. Obviously, he's given them a caveat now for something to disobey, being that, I'm going to become Intercontinental Champion and you guys are going to help me. What did he say? By like any means necessary or something like that?
Yeah, by any means necessary. And I think he made Otis repeat that.
Yes. So he's kind of using it as like an oath against them. Like they've taken an oath. They're gonna make sure he becomes champion, sort of thing.
Quick one, yeah.
So I
didn't one of the Creed brothers tweet that as well? They tweeted those. Maybe I didn't see last week Friday. They tweeted those same lines. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, continue to talk. I'll see if I find it. Yeah, I swear.
Yeah. So that's I guess that's the verbal contract he's gonna hold them to. If they don't help him, then maybe that's where he gets rid of them from the Alpha Academy. And if it is something that the Creed brothers subscribe to, like you're saying, maybe that's where they join him. But the turn has to be a slow burn. Ultimately, if he's not going to become Intercontinental Champion tomorrow, then we don't need to rush this sort of thing.
No.
But yeah, it was very interesting to see. What did you think of the whole segment?
I thought the segment was sick. Like I said, I was expecting a different sort of like turnout. I was expecting, because obviously my problem was this. When I woke up today, I went straight into my phone. Obviously, I prayed. I went straight to my phone, and I just saw everything that happened last night on Raw, and I was like, "Fuck! I shouldn't have watched it. I shouldn't have checked that." But when I did watch it back, I was expecting him to say what he was going to say, what I saw online, then just literally tell him, "You man, bounce. I want to go do this thing. I want to take this thing seriously and go out there and do my own thing." But we didn't get that. I'm sure we'll probably get that next week. Someone's going to probably mess up again, and it's probably going to come and say like it's curtains. Because even though he was cussing them, but then again, it does make me feel like obviously he was like that happy coach, happy-go-lucky coach. He was like, "Yeah, guys, let's do it, yes." But now he's like kind of like not turning his back, but he's like, "Listen, we're not performing right. It's time for us to like kick up and do better things." And it's what he said, isn't it? So
I think they're gonna slow turn it. I think the money, so to speak, is with Otis not subscribing to him. Out of all of them, it's when Otis don't subscribe to him, then if he gets a beat down off the back of that, then that's what's gonna really kind of pull the heartstrings of people. But this is what I mean. He's doing some good work. He's developing a character. He's getting more time on the mic. When he wins the Intercontinental title, we're gonna feel like it's well deserved, whether he does it by hook or by crook. And this is what Liv Morgan needs. Just more
Yeah,
depth
more
within
than yeah,
her
yeah.
character, her personality and stuff. So yeah, I hope it works out for Gable. What
I
timeline wise do you think where do you think he's gonna win the Intercontinental title if he does?
okay. Maybe at Saudi, probably win intercontinental title there. Or I was thinking maybe he wins the King of the Ring before the Intercontinental title. Then we have in the
Okay.
final Gunter versus Chad Gable. He beats him for that. Then obviously he wins the Intercontinental title.
That
But
could be good.
that'll be great. That'll be
That
great
could be
because
good because then he puts a bow on the Gunter story as well.
thank you very
Mm,
much. That's it. It's like you know I'm a king of the ring. I'm also your intercontinental champion. Someone say
yeah,
something, and I'm also an Olympic champion as well. There's so many levels to the stuff that he can use to just milk in people's faces now. Just follow that
yeah,
Kurt Angle route.
yeah,
Follow
yeah.
it, man.
No, yeah, beating Gunter in the final for the King of the Ring. Yeah,
Great, man.
because he can especially he can do that because there's no title on the line either
There's
per se. Like there's no
exactly,
championship on the line.
exactly.
Okay, yeah,
That'll be
we'll
good.
see. But we'll keep watching this space. Gable's doing some good stuff right now.
Oh, great stuff.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he develops and keeps going. Let's break up the show talk with some news releases.
Yes, sir.
We thought the days of releases were long gone and done, but here we are. Over the past week, we've seen Jinder Mahal get released. We saw what's his name? Veer
Veer
get released. Sangha,
Sangha,
Zaya Lee,
Lily,
Zaya Quinn. And today it was
Von Wagner's gone as
Von
well,
Wagner was released yesterday,
and
and today
someone
was
else.
Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on and reactions on these releases and stuff?
The Cameron Grimes one really hurt me, man. The video of him
The
crying and
video,
talking about his father as well, that really hurt me a lot. But I always see, because I've been myself, personally speaking, I've been fired so many times, and I always see that as a blessing in disguise because you can actually go out there and fly and create your own path in it. And I'm sure if Cameron Grimes does go back on the Indies, bro, he's gonna. Are people not seeing what Mustafa Ali's doing?
yeah,
Take that to the moon stuff and literally take it to the moon. Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? So I think he could definitely do bits. Jinder Mahal can definitely do bits in the Indies as well. He can definitely do bits in the Indies as well. I see a thing with Chris Van Vliet, and he was like saying thank you to Tony Khan for allowing him to even get that match anyway against Seth, because obviously he was talking up and all that. But like I said, it's a blessing in disguise. A lot of these wrestlers that got released shouldn't give up on, give up on because of this release. They should go out there and get these opportunities and smash these jobs. And I feel like one day, WWE will definitely come back and grab them. WWE is looking at Mustafa Ali and thinking, yeah, we need this guy back. We can definitely get this guy back
yeah.
one day.
I think it's one of them ones where no one likes to lose their job and stuff, of course, especially when for a lot of these men and women, whether I don't believe some of them when they come out and say it now, but they grew up watching WWE. This was the only place to really aspire to like, I want to make it as a professional wrestler or as a wrestler or as a sports entertainer. So I need to go to WWE and that's where I need to make it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
This was everything for them, and you could see that emotion in him between him and what it meant for him and his dad, him and his family. This was what he wanted to do. The good thing compared to obviously the releases that got a bad name during the pandemic was because it was the pandemic. People were
Pandemic,
getting
yeah.
released and there was nowhere else to work.
Yeah.
But now we're living in a post-pandemic era, and there is indies everywhere. Indies jumping up. There's flipping indies in Uganda, bro. Like there is indies everywhere, and work is available everywhere. And again, it's I know the money's different, the conditions are different, but if you really do want this, you can still just build your name up and work your way back to these major promotions. Someone like Jinder, yes, he won't be the most desirable person to get in to your indie and stuff like that or whatever, But if he wants it and really wants to do a tour and whatever the case, like Zack Ryder is the king of the indies.
Yeah.
If Zack
Yeah.
Ryder can flip in, but I mean, at heart, Zack Ryder's he's a kid of YouTube. He marketed himself online, etc., etc. So he knew what he was doing from day one. But there's a templates out there, whether it's Zack Ryder, whether it's a Cody Rhodes, whether it's a Drew McIntyre or Mustafa Ali right now, Dolph Ziggler's doing it. Like, there's templates out there. If you guys can still want to go and get bread in this thing, like someone like Cameron Grimes, if he's up to it, could even go to Japan.
Oh, facts.
New Japan is starving right now.
Yeah.
Like, he could easily be a premier star, especially if he's prepared to stay in Japan and work all the shows, all the dates and stuff like that, and not just the big ones, like kind of like what Dolph Ziggler's doing.
Yeah.
So, because he's already done TNA. So, yeah, there's opportunity out there. I just think, it's kind of, you see these releases and you think, all right, let's see who's hungry, who really wants it.
No, facts.
Because it's one being upset, but when there's jobs available, go and get the jobs. Go, like, you've worked in the premier place, people will take you. So,
and I'm sure above it all, like, a lot of these wrestlers' main thing is that I need screen time and I need to wrestle. I need to wrestle. I need to, like, it's like being on the bench for time. When you be on the bench for time, you're just watching all these things go past you. Like, you feel like you're part of the match, but you're not really part of the match because you're on the bench. So it's now time for, like you said, now time for them to go out there and see who's hungry. Go out there, film your escaping jail promo video, film that sort of stuff. Go out there and do your bits, man. But we'll just see it. We'll see how things go, man. They should definitely keep their heads up because the future is definitely bright.
Yeah, this is exactly it. If this is what you claim that you want, then bro, go and get it, because there's opportunity. Like I said, this isn't pandemic where it's like, literally I'm stuck. I can't even go anywhere else. There's places to go. So I understand, like Roman said after WrestleMania, today we grieve, tomorrow is day one.
Yeah.
And that's it. Get on the blower tomorrow, start making them calls, start sending them emails. Obviously, you might not be able to do anything for 90 days. I hear that. But come flipping July, make it a flipping hot summer, mate, and get to work.
Yeah. Do you know what I love about it? This is going to sound like I'm being like offensive, but I hope you get where I'm coming from. I hope you get the sentiment. Do you know what I love? I love seeing wrestlers, not love seeing it, but I like seeing wrestlers that have been released from WWE show up at a TNA show. They want enough that it's a big deal. It's like, shit, big's here. I love that. And that's what I want for these wrestlers. For example, when who's one person that done it? I think when Braun Strowman, obviously, this is when Braun Strowman got released and he showed up at that Control and Narrative show. Or even showed up at, I think he showed up at Ring of Honor. He showed up at Ring of Honor. Yeah. You see it was like, oh shit, Braun Strowman's here. So it's like stuff like that is what I want to see for these wrestlers. Go out there and be up at these GCWs if you have to, Impacts if you have to, Japan, AEW if you have to, Ring of Honor. Just be there. Just make people not forget you and just be in these spaces, innit? So even this new promotion that I forgot the guy's name, but he's making a new promotion, innit? Even if you have to shop at his
Rossi Ogawa.
No, not Rossi Ogawa. The American guy. I forgot his name, bro. It's an American actor. Freddie Prinze, perfect. Freddie Prinze Jr. When he makes his promotion, there'll be more opportunity there as well. So it's like, it's not done. You can definitely go out there and find something, man.
And that's even if you're sold on being a TV wrestler, especially at this stage of your career, Freddie Prinze Jr. is not starting his promotion without TV.
Myth.
That's what's been the delay. Because he's got he's got the funds, he's got everything else ready. He wants a TV deal, and that's what he's been trying to nail down. So that's someone definitely to get in touch with and be like, yo, like I wanna do this. So the opportunities out there, man. You just have to, like we said, today you mourn, tomorrow day one. Go for it. Go there, bro. Let's move over and chat about SmackDown. Let's start with the main event of this past week, SmackDown. Bayley versus Naomi for the WWE Women's title. Very pleasant match to start off with, showing each other respect and everything. the match descended into a bit more physical, because both women obviously want to leave with the championship. We saw Tiffany Stratton come in, who has had a run-in with these ladies in the past week or so. Naomi beat her to get this opportunity. Tiffany Stratton came in, scattered the whole place, no winner. Prettiest moonsault ever over both women. And then she danced to her new theme song. Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Bailey. Are we gonna probably see a triple threat at Backlash? Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100% see a triple threat. Actually, wait. Do you know? I think the match they definitely have to get out of the way is probably Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton first.
They've done that twice now.
I mean, wait, did I SmackDown? Oh, they did do that SmackDown. Yeah, they did that SmackDown. Yeah,
Stratton won the first one.
Stratton won the first one. Yeah.
The second one was the number one contenders match.
Face
Bailey.
And then she won. Yeah. Okay, maybe triple threat then. Because I was thinking maybe they get like a best of 3, but I think the triple threat will probably make sense. It'll be good because obviously Tiffany Stratton has just recently come from NXT and she's just seen as a threat already. And she seems like she's just annoying everyone. She's like that annoying person that's just like in everyone's business. I'll say everyone's business, but it's mainly like the big three, the Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi. But
it's the mean girls thing. It's like the clueless kind of thing. Like in high school, and like she's like a popular girl, and she's just coming and just in everyone's business, causing trouble, whatever the case is. So yeah, like I like Tiffany Stratton. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what her next year looks like.
I think she'll be a champion by the end of this year. I'm 100%. That I put that on my prediction that she's going to be a champion by the end of this year. I believe so.
As in, wait, she would have held the belt, or she'll go into next year as the
champion? She would have held the belt this year. I don't know when, I don't know how, but she'll definitely be a champion then this year. She just looks like she's not up next.
She does. She is, in fact. She is up next. Yeah. I mean, my question was going to be, a lot of people obviously clamoring for her to win Money in the Bank.
Perfect.
I'm not against it. I just think we're a year early. Like, if this is next year, I'll be saying, yes, she has to win Money in the Bank. But with me saying she's a year early, I don't know, like, maybe it's because in my head, I always said Chelsea Green should win this Money in the Bank. And then
not to be deep.
Next year.
I think Chelsea Green needs a bit more. Okay, cool. This is gonna come across as like I'm trying to be like a purist. But Chelsea Green needs a bit more matches or probably segments where she does have a bit of a serious twang to it. Because I feel like everything is just straight. Unless she wins it, when she wins it by luck. Or like, for example, say someone knocks the belt, so the two people on the title on the ladder, and they've somehow like taken the belt, but it drops into her hands, and she wins it like that. I wouldn't mind that. And she gets Piper Evans to be, as in grab the title and hold.
I think it might be someone like, say, maybe a Piper Niven or a Nia Jax going up a ladder and fighting with someone else at the top of the ladder, and even something like Chelsea Green jumping on their back and climbing on them. Like, I know, like, people are not like overly captivated maybe by what Chelsea Green does in the ring, but Chelsea Green is a very established wrestler. Like, she's been wrestling, like, and maybe we're not just seeing some of her best work in WWE, but it's not to say she can't wrestle just because she's acting a fool. And I think I'm seeing the potential of her winning this almost akin to when Carmella won Money in the Bank, when she had what's my man with no chin?
Oh, what's his name? Ellsworth.
When she had Ellsworth by her side, it was almost like it's a comedy act, but at any point we can cash in on this and make her champion. Now, I don't know if I can say is Carmella a better wrestler than Chelsea Green? I don't know, but I think Carmella is very good though in terms of an entertainer, as a sports entertainer, whatever, a WWE superstar. But the same way I feel about Chelsea Green, I feel like Chelsea Green just gets it, sort of thing.
Yes, yeah, she does. Total pack.
And Chelsea Green could win the Money in the Bank. I never said she has to cash it in and become champion. And that might be a bit contradictory to stuff I've said about the Money in the Bank recently as well. But like, I just think there's some good stuff we could do with Chelsea Green and be entertaining, because let's be honest, if Tiffany Stratton can win the title, right, or win Money in the Bank, cash in, win the title, but I just don't. I think like she'll find herself very quickly in like the predicament Bianca finds herself in right now. Like she runs through the roster, and then what happens? And Tiffany Stratton is obviously a lot younger than Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca Belair. Yeah.
Like at this point, Bianca Belair can go off, start a family, come back, be a part-timer if she wants to. But Tiffany Stratton, I feel like the temptation to now give her one world title now will result in her being like a 10-time world champion, you know, in the next 4 or 5 years. Because she's that good.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just want them to really take their time with Tiffany Stratton. But at the same time, I don't really have a good reason as to why. I just don't want them to rinse her right now, basically.
No, of course. You definitely persuaded me about Tiffany Stratton. Like, I wasn't really Chelsea Green. You definitely persuaded me, because I was like, the first time we said, I was like, yeah, but after we spoke about Tiffany Stratton, I was like, yeah, Tiffany Stratton might be the best option. But Chelsea Green being the Money in the Bank holder can make sense, because you can definitely have Piper Nevins as her security guard, where she's defending her, then have a story between them two. And she's like, I thought you'd my friend. And then after, do you get people feel sad for her, and somehow she comes on top, she still cashes it in. And after all the whole obstacles and stuff she's been through, she's the champion eventually. I think she'll have a great run. I think I won't say great run, but I think she'll have like an entertaining run where she's going around and she's definitely showing that, yes, she's good. She's good. I was tricking you guys, isn't it? So yeah. Probably her and Adam Pearce will probably become best friends as well.
And this is it. I think especially where we've got like 2 of these championships for each, I think we can take gambles. Like Chelsea Green will be very entertaining. The Crown find her fun. Her last night falling out of the Battle Royal and then jumping back on
in the same, and she was complaining.
The referees didn't see her. Like this is what I mean. It's good shit. So like I feel like, you know, if we have like a more serious Liv Morgan or Becky Lynch on the other show as women's world champion, there's no problem having a quick stint or experimenting with the likes of a Chelsea Green or a Tiffany Stratton. If Tiffany Stratton's to win it this year, you're not gonna see me complain. No. Like, but I'm just kind of ranking who I'd rather win it for now. But yeah, I think Tiffany Stratton's a big talent. We'll see her probably feature in this Backlash match along with Bayley and Naomi. And yeah, we'll see what goes from there.
I'm guessing you're thinking Bayley does. If it is a championship match, Bayley does retain, right?
Yeah, Bayley's got to retain. I think that's another conversation for another day, though. What's Bayley's run gonna look like? Like, who should beat Bayley? Who should they be preparing to beat Bayley? I don't mind. Go on.
Like Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah,
that's the only person I can think of. Tiffany Stratton. Unless, do you know what? Let's wait until the draft.
Yeah,
let's wait until the draft. By the way, do you want to do a live stream for the draft as well on Friday?
On Friday night.
I might do a live stream for that because I wanna react live.
We could look into doing that. That's not a problem.
I think that'd be cool.
What was I gonna say? But remember, it's only half the draft.
The next half will be on Monday. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind doing that. But we just wait until the draft is done because I feel like maybe I'm just speaking. You know, we don't know what their plans are, but I'm guessing a lot of the plans that they want to do, they're waiting for the draft to fully be activated before they start striking the thing. Because if they do anything now and this person moves to SmackDown, it's like what they can't. You know what I mean?
They can't follow through.
They can't follow through. So yeah, I'm guessing after the draft, that's when we can start doing serious discussions, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's leave that one there. You mentioned the draft now, so actually let's just talk about that. Is there any kind of moves you're trying to see in the draft? Anything, any NXT call-ups you definitely want to see? Anyone you definitely want to see move from Raw to SmackDown, etc., etc.?
I need to see Dragunov going to Raw, and I need Gunther to stay on Raw. SmackDown, I think Cody should go to SmackDown and have have Damian Priest at Raw. That should be the
I
Raw
think
belt, the workhorse belt.
I think they're tricking us with that already, to be honest, because Cody has declared himself on SmackDown already.
Okay, good.
So I think he purposely done that so that
Okay.
when they draft him, they can draft him to Raw.
And back to Raw. Okay, cool. I get that.
I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
After all, he beat Roman for Roman's belt, so he is on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Someone said something stupid, yeah. That's not stupid, but someone said something. I was like, "You're dreaming, yeah, but I might like this dream that you have." Someone said, yeah, that Roman's still got the 2 belts. Do you know it's on the 2 belt? So he's still got the Universal title, and he's got the. But they're saying that how. Sorry. Is that how Roman Reigns should come back and say, "I'm still champion"?
So I have seen theories.
It's silly.
Of people saying that all he lost was the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
And he should still have the blue belt.
Hey, do you know the way man will look at Roman when he walks into the bro? They'll be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing here?"
No,
come on, man. Yeah, that's funny, but I wouldn't want to see that.
He went and bought it on WWE Shop.
Just WWE Shop, trust me. Quickly, like what Brock Lesnar did, bro. Yeah. Who do you want to see?
I'll tell you who I don't want to see. Trick Williams.
Yeah, please. Keep him on NXT.
If Dragunov wins the title tonight, that means Trick Williams is being called up. I think that'd be a big mistake. Don't do that. Leave him where he is. So yeah, Trick wins the title. Dragunov goes up. I think another result of what I want to see is Bron Breakker and Baron Corbin come up together.
Yeah,
and stay as a tag team. I think they should stay as a tag team for now. Who else could we see come up?
Roxanne. She's women's NXT champion.
We say this, but it never stopped Paige.
It didn't. Yeah,
Paige won the Divas title as NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah.
So
I think Roxanne's she's ready.
President step. Yeah, Roxanne's more than ready.
Ready. Yeah, she's ready still.
Roxanne literally went to NXT to learn about camera work and stuff.
Yeah.
She didn't go there to learn about wrestling. She's been good. I think Jimmy and Jay are going to get reunited in the draft.
Yeah.
Whatever show that's going to be. I think
they'll probably end up at okay, I think they should keep Bloodline on SmackDown, yeah. And I think Jay and Jimmy should definitely go SmackDown as well. So then we have that. So then we know that the story is gonna be on Smack. Do you know what I mean? They can definitely meet each other at SmackDown. So yeah.
Who else do we have? Do you see
Carmelo Hayes?
Where do you think he's going?
I think he's probably going to be at SmackDown. He looks like a SmackDown guy.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's where he's been showing up.
Yeah,
he's been on main roster. Do you think they split the big three, or you think they're gonna let this run for longer together?
The problem is the big three haven't really. Okay, they've declared themselves on like live shows, but they haven't really declared themselves fully on TV. So I think
now it's looking like a big two with
a big two, yeah, Bianca and Jade.
Jade.
So I think they should keep Bianca and Jade together, but Naomi can definitely run off and do other stuff.
So maybe they send Bianca and Jade to Raw.
Yeah.
And leave Naomi because they tend to follow where their husbands are, or the husbands tend to follow where the wives are, so they don't split them basically. So Naomi might stay on SmackDown if that's the case, if that's what you're saying. That would mean Montez Ford then goes to Raw.
Yeah.
Any tag teams you want to see split up in the draft?
We've already seen it. We saw what happened yesterday with Imperium. I think that was perfect. Imperium. But split up. I'm thinking. What am I thinking?
I think it's too easy to say Street Profits. But if I'm going to split them, I'm leaving Montez Ford on SmackDown and I'm sending the other two to or Bobby Lashley and
Actually, yeah.
Dawkins
To
to
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
One other thing, they said that people are eligible to go to NXT. So is there anyone that
Yes.
you want to see move down,
Let's see.
so to speak?
I think
NXT?
Maxine should definitely go NXT just to raise her character a bit more.
And her work
NXT
in the ring.
and her work in the ring a bit more. Anyone at NXT,
Who else should go
maybe.
down?
I'm trying to think who else is there.
All in the
That's
comments.
wild, but man said
Curvin
Nakamura to
said,
NXT. But nah, bro, it can't cut in
"No,
pussy cuts.
there's no need. Like I don't
Nah.
think right now he's fulfilling a role, even though he's jobbing a lot right now, and I don't think there's a need." Supine says they're going to split soon. Cross has infected the Pride with his bad vibes. I would send the Cross and AOP to NXT.
Okay, I would send AOP to NXT, not Cross. I think they can with this draft they can make Cross a big star. This is depending on what brand he goes on. I think Cross and Scarlett alone, with the same branding, the same sort of the end is near, bro. Give him that, bro. Give him that, fam.
I was a big believer that that's where we were going, and I thought the AOP thing was to help package them further to make them, or to make Cross more of a threat, and at least build Cross to the point where he can have a world title match, even if he's going to lose it. But he's of that caliber now. But even with all this stuff, he just kept losing and not looking good against Bobby Lashley and them, man. So it's like I don't really know if Cross can return from this. Like the hard reset is sending them all to NXT, make them run roughshod in NXT, then bringing them all back up, and then like starting again almost. But I don't know who has time for that, to be honest, and who's investing in that.
Yeah. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe like a year in NXT or a couple months in NXT, then somehow they find themselves back into I can't lie. The names that Curvin you're mentioning, bro, I can't lie, you're scaring me, bro.
Man said Shayna Baszler, bruv. Isn't Shayna Baszler like mid-40s?
Bro, why should she go to NXT, bro?
Man. She doesn't need. Shayna Baszler just needs to be given a chance on the main roster, and I'm shocked she still hasn't. She's 43. I remember when Triple H first took charge and he done Clash of the Castle, and I think the match they done was Liv Morgan, who was champion, I think at the time, versus Shayna Baszler. That was once Triple H took over, and I was so excited. I was thinking, Triple H is gonna bring Shayna Baszler back. Like, obviously, I didn't expect her to beat Liv in that instance, but I thought that was it. Shayna Baszler's gonna be in and around it again, but they ain't really done nothing with her.
No. But Shayna Baszler in NXT is crazy. I can't lie, very crazy. She probably blitzed the whole roster there, bro. I'm trying to think who else. Do you know who I'd like to see? Do you know I'd like to see in the going to the main roster?
Who?
Tony D'Angelo and the whole family. They need to go to the main roster. They are made for Monday Night Raw or even SmackDown. Imagine them versus the LWO. No, come on, see the vision, bro.
You know the actual problem with them lot right now is that D'Angelo's probably ready. Even Stacks, you could probably say he's ready.
Stacks,
But Luca, Crucifino, and Rizzo are not ready.
Okay, what if you had Rizzo and Luke basically stay at NXT, and you got Stacks and D'Angelo go to the main roster, and that's where you have your tag team split.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, they could all go, and then the only ones that work on the main roster are D'Angelo and Stacks, and then they can still do NXT and be doing both, basically. It's possible, but at the same time, we're not starving. You don't need to rush it.
Yeah, we're not. Hey, bro, Cohen, bro, like, man saying bro, these names you're mentioning, bro.
Talia.
By the way, where the hell is Dexter Lumis?
I don't care personally.
Well, where is he, fam? Not like I care, but bro, like, where is that man?
I think Omos that's being mentioned we may see him pop up in this draft, like almost drafted to SmackDown, and that's kind of like he's back because a lot has been said. He's been doing a lot of the house shows, and I think they said maybe 2 months or so before Mania that they have plans on using him. So yeah, it'll be very interesting. And even when Carmelo Hayes comes up, it'll be interesting to see if the likes of MVP, who is clearly a very big fan of Carmelo Hayes, tries to pitch like some Hurt Business 2.0 with the likes of an Omos, Carmelo Hayes, and maybe some other characters. So
I'm with that.
Yeah, interesting. Obviously, we've got the draft this Friday and Monday, so we'll see what comes of it. Last but not least, let's talk about one of the biggest rumors of the last 24, 48 hours. Jacob Fatu is imminent.
I hate that look, there's keywords that these journalists use. Imminent. Imminent. Breaking, imminent.
Jacob Fatu is imminent to turn up on the main roster. They are saying by the end of this week, Jacob Fatu would have debuted. That is what the talk is. That's from PW Insider, who has been very on the money recently. I do have to say, they reported about Rhea Ripley's injury. There was something else that they reported which came to fruition. I think about some of the releases as well. So if they're on form, then Jacob Fatu will be on TV on Friday night. What's your thoughts on the Samoan werewolf making it to SmackDown?
Jacob Fatu is the one that crashed the car. He was the person that crashed the car, and they're going to reveal it was him that crashed the car. When they do the CCTV footage, it's going to be him. It will be him that crashed the car. Because obviously, the time when the man was scrapping, what's his name? Tama Tonga was in the ring. That thing happened when no man was in the ring, no?
No, but they said the crashed car is what busted open Kevin Owens, wasn't it?
No, so hear what I'm saying. So we don't know. So for example, once they're out the ring, once Tama Tonga's dragged Kevin Owens out the ring, Kevin Owens busted open. We don't know what happened backstage. So they could possibly do a thing where it's like, what's it? Jacob Fatu was the one that crashed the car. They pulled Tama Tonga pulled Kevin Owens out, beat him up to a pulp, brought him out in front of the masses. Epic reveal. Epic reveal. That would be cool.
Look to not like make it all serious, but like look to press charges or pull up Tama Tonga on it. Tama just says, "It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It was him. It was him."
My brother. And the camera pans like this. I'm gonna pray this. Oh, I'm gonna tear my t-shirt. I'm gonna rip it. Yeah, that would be cold. What a reveal!
It was.
What a reveal!
It wasn't him.
And
you just hear off camera. You just hear it was me off camera.
Yeah,
and then the camera just
pans like this. It was me, man. Trust me, fam. And after you also imagine, you see when someone comes out of like, for example, there's like a debut or someone reveals himself in a wrestling promotion, and they have them breathing like this. We'll get that shot there. Man's breathing furiously, fam. Yeah, we need that. Yeah,
I mean, the work they've done with Tama Tonga in what 2 weeks has it been since he debuted?
Been great. He looks scary.
They've made someone that was just a mid-card fixture in a great faction in Bullet Club. Just look like an absolute nutter, madman that no one wants it with. Like, arguably, I'd say he looks more violent than Solo did when Solo debuted.
Yes, he does. And I think the blood helps. The bleeding on Friday really helps.
Yeah. So, it's how they're gonna bring out Jacob, who is the real. Listen, that's the
real deal. That's the real deal. That's Tribal Chief. Yeah, that's the real deal. Man will beat up on Frank God, bro. We'll beat up on Frank God on Twitter, bro.
When it comes to wrestling in ring, like he honestly might be the best of them all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that if PW Insider is correct and it is imminent that we are going to see Jacob Fatu, then What a way to kind
bring
of
him out.
make us
Yeah.
invested in this
Yeah.
bloodline story for another year at least. Like,
Perfect.
yeah.
Like
And then
well,
gone.
I was gonna say with the bloodline, the way bloodline is shaping up, they've got like, because he went from like Jay and Jimmy and Solo being like, and Solo being the only like killer, the only like hitman that's there to do. But bro, they're gonna have a team of 3 hitmen that are just there to. This is basically like the Shield in a way.
It's literally like if someone like, or if we assume tribal chief is the Rock of these man, then it's literally like, you know, opening up your drawer compartment, and it's like, what gat should I use today?
Well, so it's Mac 10.
Should I use the Mac
A
10?
tray pound.
Tray pound.
What is it?
Shotgun.
Shotgun,
Like,
bro. The artillery is crazy.
The artillery is heavy, bro. Like, so he's got options. Yeah. Jimmy's saying there in the chat that he has to look madder. Make him a rabid dog sort of thing.
Nah, he has to look madder. No, but I think Jacob looks scary anyway. With the look of him, looks scary anyway. And I think if he comes out on a vibe where like he said it's him, but you don't know, he said it's me. For example, the idea he said when he's like, it's me, but we don't see him yet until at the end of SmackDown, he runs out the ring and he just literally beats man up and does that flip on top of the rope. Bam, and Lance goes, ah. Once he does that, that's when we know, cool. Yeah, this is the guy that should have been here from a while ago.
Am I right in thinking we've got a tag match on SmackDown with these guys, Solo and Tama Tonga versus Kevin Owens and someone?
Oh, really? They've announced that?
I don't know if I'm making it up or something like that. I thought I saw Kevin Owens had a match.
I'm trying to see.
Up in my head, but I can't remember, I can't think as to who tagging with.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's come up when I wrote it.
Maybe I'm making it up. But yeah, Friday is gonna be a mad one. It's gonna be a mad one if Jacob Fatu turns up.
I think I'm definitely going to do a live stream. I'm definitely try to do a live stream for that. If I'm up by the time in it, I'll do a live stream because I need to see this live, man, and to show my guys' reaction. It needs to be epic. But sometimes I just miss being surprised, bro. Like I miss like just turning on the TV and getting surprised. Okay, well, was I say Cody Rhodes was a surprise? Yeah and no. Undertaker was a surprise. We didn't know who's gonna come. When's the last time you've been surprised in wrestling, bro?
Probably Undertaker. I mean, Tama Tonga was a surprise, but we knew he was a free agent. It's the same way we know Jacob Fatu is a free agent now. Yeah. So it's like you're surprised when it happens, but you still got your wits about you. Like you half know that this might be coming, sort of thing. Yeah. So yeah,
CM Punk was a big CM Punk. That was the maddest surprise ever.
My jaw was on the ground. Like
CM Punk, bro.
Again, we knew that he was free and available, but at the same time it was like, can this actually happen with all the beef, with everything that's happened? And he turned up. So Jimmy says I legit would have bet money Stone Cold was coming instead of Undertaker. I would have bet money as well.
Same.
So that Undertaker's probably the last true surprise in WWE. But we'll see. We'll see. Jacob Fatu on Friday could be good, and then we start working on building this next chapter of the bloodline.
Crazy.
Cool. I think that's everything from the E from this past week, really.
Yeah. That is. I think that is everything. Anything else? I'm trying to think of anything else.
Really. For those that watch NXT, we've got Dragunov versus Vic Williams tonight for the title. Basically, if Trick is to lose, he has to leave NXT. So it's looking like a Trick win. That Trick's going to become NXT champion, but we'll see how that one goes. Yeah.
There was also that talk about Dave Meltzer saying he doesn't. What did he say? He said he don't think Trick is as good or whatever. Blah blah blah. Like you said, like it was comparing. Let's not compare man that just come from.
Get it, like we actually know this guy's been wrestling for about 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Like, we actually know he's wrestling for what is a developmental brand.
Yeah.
So all you've told me is, Mex, you'll never guess what. The orange, you know a fruit, the orange. You know what
It's
color
orange.
it is? It's
It's
orange. All right,
Yeah,
mate. Like,
yeah.
I know everything you're saying. So
Yeah.
it's like, this is why I can only think that you're saying it to kind of embarrass, man. Or like,
Yeah.
what are we saying here? Like,
Yeah.
we know he's not ready and he still needs to marinate. They're saying that, you know, he's not. You're not saying he's not fit enough to be the top guy. You're just saying that he's not good enough in ring. All right, he's still learning. Cool.
Yeah. And we'll get better. And that's the same thing a lot of people are saying about Jade Cargill this weekend. That someone filmed the live show that they were at, and they were saying, Jade Cargill, one day people are going to find out about her that she's not good, blah, blah, blah. It's like, listen, she's in the right hands. Give it time. Give it time. Please give it time. Because once she starts clicking and things start getting good, I want you guys to come and say a big apology. I want Alia to come and say Alia. Come and say a big apology.
Like the same thing like we said with Maxine and Jade Cargill. Like, all right, they're gone to live events to try and get better, to try and get more reps. So why are you here drawing them out? Like, we know what they're doing. So
yeah. People need to chill, man. People need to chill and just watch wrestling and enjoy it, man. Just be entertained, man. Just be entertained. Please, just be entertained. Yeah. Like the way I was entertained on Sunday, bro. Just be entertained, okay?
That's it. Man. Everyone should calm down, bro.
Trust me. But yeah, I've got obviously I didn't put the thing on the screen, but guys, go to our description and click on the link there. As we said on the podcast, we are WWE affiliates. So we've been, we've got our own shop and stuff. We've got a link, so make sure you guys click on it and grab something from the store. But before you grab something, I've got an offer for you guys. So for today, the code for 50% off selected title belts is WWE Champion, all capital letters, WWE Champion. And you can get 50% off on selected title belts. I see that the tag team titles are like one of the this week's hottest products. That's going like that. A lot of people are copying in it, as well as the CM Punk Pose t-shirt. So if you guys click on our link and go and grab that, that'll be cool. The belt that Mex doesn't like, the tag team belt that Mex doesn't like, man, I'm buying it. See, people are buying it. So yeah, go. So guys, go grab the belt and after, let us know. Send us a picture, man. Send us a picture of you holding the belt with your products in it. Yeah,
that's right.
Kevin asks our thoughts on Mercedes Moné. We can't discuss that on this podcast. We don't discuss AEW stuff. We discuss WWE, but
Monet.
Yeah, tune in for our Friday podcast for that.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about her. Well, we record tomorrow, but we'll talk about her on Friday. Yeah. All right, cool, guys. That's another installment of the E. Same time next week. Come back and join us. We'll be obviously talking all WWE draft because the entire draft will have happened by next Tuesday. And maybe we'll be talking about the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, man.